this is talk, a little talk about chokes. So, first of all, we all talk about chokes in relation to that. Okay. You probably won't remember it, so people will carry on using the word choke, but that is not a choke, that's a strangulation. Choking is what happens internally. Okay, so if you swallow food or you lose control of your neck muscles inside, you start choking. That is choking, so it's internal. Anything external is called strangulation. So if I go back to choking, you know what I mean, it's strangulation. It's just that we've all become used to using the word choke rather than strangulation. So in training, you see it time in, time out, with a lot of these Israeli stuff and other, well, 90% of people. So if I was to choke Sam, in 98% of self-defence, self-protection, violence prevention, combatives use this technique, and that's it. Okay, their arms are straight, and then what happens if Sam does that? There's a few techniques that you see. One of them is I'm going to go up and break his arms away. Okay. For this, he's going to be nice and light. Break his arms away, and I can go with the knee. Another one is a well-known Israeli one: to pluck the hands down, and go into the knee. Okay. So let's go to step one, the first one, of going into the arms. Okay. So first of all, let's have a little bit of reality here. So in reality, Sam is going to choke me what it's really like. Okay, so really make it count. Okay, he's going to push in and he's going to push me back. Okay, his arms are going to be solid. Now keep your arms tense. I'm going to try and break his arms away now, right? Ready? See, you can't do it. And at the same time, he's going to be pushing me back in reality. The next one is the arm pluck. Okay? I'm going to pluck his hands away, I'm going to knee. Ready? Nice and tight. Can't do it. Okay. So, the easiest concept is turning your body. Some people, one of the new self-defense systems is talking about how your neck is cylindrical and they just turn whip like that. Okay, grab on tight, okay, really tight. Can't do it. So what we're going to do for now, this is utilised in certain physical intervention systems. So nice and tight, I'm going to bring my hand up and I'm going to turn to the opposite way. So if I'm using my left hand, I'm going to turn to my right. Okay, do it really, really tight. Ready? Tight. Push. Okay. So, for this purpose, a well-known French self-defense instructor thought that he has developed this. But remember, everything that's used has been used time in, time out over centuries. So he didn't develop it, okay? And he doesn't know the concept of it, and I'll explain how it works. So we're going to use the same concepts, but I'm just going to use my shoulder. So I'm going to shrug my shoulder, basically, where I'm doing it this side. So tight. Okay. Hardly any move, any energy from me. Push. See how he naturally falls forward? He's pushing against me. The reason why that works is if you use any sort of stimuli onto a certain limb, whether it be leg or arm, the brain will automatically think that that limb is under attack and make the other side weak. So what's happening? I've shrugged, so the brain's thinking this one's under attack, so it's made this one weak. So if it's tight, I've hardly got to move. Okay. And the reason why that works is, like I've just explained, but for a good demonstration, is if you put your hands on my shoulders and you press down really hard. I'm going to try and move them up. Okay. Right, sorry. So again. So do that. And make it weak. Okay. Really push on hard. Don't let me do it. See? Easy. And that's just by placing one finger on. Okay. So that's initially how it works. It's the same as if you wanted to move somebody. Okay, if somebody's pushing against me and I've got my hand there, I'm moving because I've got my hand on one leg, made the other one weak. I haven't got to use any energy. So if you're a doorman and you're trying to get somebody out the door, turn around, and he's pushing back into you, and you're trying to move him, you grab one of his legs and push him. Okay, it's easy. Okay, so that's what I mean by understanding biomechanics, understanding anatomy, on how your brain works in different situations through different sorts of stimulus. So that's the throat. It's the same as if somebody, if you were to grab me from the side, use the same initial response. Okay, from here, you're doing the same thing, but obviously now you've got your back to them. So that's the ideal time to run or to turn quick with your initial response. If he's behind me and he grabs around the back. Now, this is taught in a lot of places. Can't understand, but no one's going to grab you around the back of the neck because that's not going to do anything, is it? So it's the same initial response, okay? Just shrugging. Exactly the same.
And what about against the wall?